Hey guys, I said I might record this right after I recorded that last little thing of the Rockstar Chronicles, after I read that few chapters of the Rockstar Chronicles, and then I had that little thing after where I said, oh, I might start, I wanted to tell you guys about my 2020 project. Oh my gosh, I'm yawning. There are quite a few projects that I wanted to tell you guys about that I haven't started yet. And I wanted to start this year, because it's still pretty early in 2020. It's like mid-February, maybe late February if you want to call it that. I don't know, it's the 16th of February, whatever you want to call it. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about projects that I want to start in 2020. So I have a couple of projects that I wanted to tell you guys about right now that I wanted to start. And one of them I'm really excited about. It's called Wizards. Hang on. I keep yawning. Okay, so Wizards is just the working title, like, you know, when you're working on a book and you need a title for it. I basically need a title for it. I'm probably not going to keep the title Wizards, because that's just really bland and, you know, it's just like nothing. It's just one word and that's it. So I don't know. I'm probably not going to keep it. It's just the working title while I'm figuring out what the heck else to call it. And it's about these 6 kids, and the older 4, they're quadruplets, by the way, and they become teenagers, and basically in episode 1 or chapter 1 or whatever, they get their secret powers, they get their wizard powers, and they can't tell their younger brothers. There's like a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old or younger brothers in their family, so they can't tell their younger brothers because their brothers aren't allowed to know about it until they're the same age as them. And then there's a later on episode where they, like, there's a later on chapter. Maybe I shouldn't tell you guys that. Spoiler alert. Okay, I'm not going to say anything about that. But anyway, I'm really excited about it. It kind of started out as a Wizards of Waverly Place fanfiction, because I always wanted to write something like that. But then I put a lot of different stuff in it, like my dreams, and some character names that I liked, and a bunch of other stuff that I really enjoy. And there's stuff like about the 2 girls' relationship, because there's only 2 girls in the family. Like, in the quads, there's 2 girls and 2 boys, and then they have their 2 younger brothers, like I said. So they can't have their parents do have another baby later on, but it's also a boy, so they're the only 2 girls in the family, and they used to be best friends when they were little, and they're trying to get their relationship back, and a lot of it is about that. Like, not every chapter or episode or whatever, I don't know what it's gonna be yet. I don't know if it's gonna be one of those books that I structure like a TV show, but there was, like, I have these books that I structure like TV shows where it's like season 1, episode 2, episode 3, and then I have a bunch of seasons, you know, instead of like part 1, chapter 1 or whatever. But I mean, so anyway, I don't know. And then I just have normal books where I put where I have chapters and stuff. And there's another thing. Anyway, so Wizards is gonna be really cool, I think. And there's also this rock in the book, and I'm not gonna say anything about it, but something's up with it. It's actually this thing that I made up a really long time ago, and I made it up for a specific reason, and then that specific reason went away, so I've been trying to figure out where it fits into my whole universe, and I actually forgot about it for a while, but now it's back, and I'm going to use it in this book, and I'm really excited about it, because there's a lot of secrets to be unlocked. So, and then there's also, like, I'm going to start a project called Best Friends, which I've been planning to start for a while. Like, I have books that have literally been in my head for years that I'm just starting to write now, and I'm still trying to figure out if I should do the Evil Master series or not. I still really want to do it because I still really like that idea. I just don't like the way that I did it, so I'm trying to figure out a way that I did it. And also the way that I did it would have later on affected another series that at the moment I'm really passionate about, and it's going in a direction that I really like, but it has to go in a different direction if I want to write the series. So I'm trying to figure it out in a way where I can keep the series and where I can keep everything I like about the series, but I don't have where I can keep everything about the series that I decided not to work on, but I'm trying to figure out how to work it in without changing the series that I'm working on now, because I really like the direction that it's going in, and I don't want to have to ruin it just to keep another series running that I wasn't even that fond of in the first place. But there's stuff that I really like about the series that I want to keep, so I'm trying to figure it out. And then so anyway, I was talking about best friends, and it's about Katie and Sophie, who, like the title says, are best friends. Once again, it's a working title, okay? I realize the title is shit and it's bland and it's just like the most basic title you can get, just like Wizards. I have stuff that's a working title. I also have a book called Famous, and I'm trying to, and again, it's a working title, okay? So if you guys have any more interesting titles for these books, if you want to check them out, they're all on my archive page. I have all my books there. I love doing it. But obviously, if I ever get a book published, I'm gonna have to remove it from the archive page, because if people like can find my books online for free, then they're gonna read it online for free, and it's not very fair. And I want to try and get money. Like, I want to actually get paid. So anyway, back to best friends, because that's what I was talking about in the first place, and then I keep going off on a tangent to other stuff. Okay, so best friends. You know what? This might be part one of a two-part video. So, okay, best friends is about Katie and Sophie, and Katie is like really outgoing, and she like loves parties and crazy stuff like that, and she's into boys and all that. Like, and okay, and then Sophie's like kind of the opposite. She's like more introverted, and she's like really shy, and she gets nervous around certain situations and stuff. She's a lot like me, and she has autism, so there's that. And there's this little ongoing thing in the book that I like, that Sophie feels like she's not contributing enough to the friendship because she isn't able to protect Katie from bullies and stuff like Katie does for her. And Katie is like, I don't care about that stuff. Like, I just love you because you're you. And you give me a lot. And by the way, you put a lot of other stuff into this friendship, and it's really sweet, and I love it. And I think that's the way real friendship should be. Like, you know what? What you give to this friendship is just as important as what I give to this friendship, even if it's different. Like, that's the way a real friendship should be. And then of course there's, the opposite factor, that they're just like polar opposites, but somehow they're best friends. And there's actually this one scene where, you know what, spoiler alert, I'm not saying anything about that either. I'm gonna shut up about that stuff. I don't want to give any big spoilers out of big important things that happen in the book. Okay, so anyway, they love each other, and it's a really cute book, and it's basically just about their friendship. It starts out when they're like 10 years old, and then it goes until they graduate from college, and they have an apartment together and stuff. And then there's a third book, which I started working on like around the end of 2019, but I only got started on the actual content. Like, at the end of 2019, I was just writing down. It's one of those books that I structure like a show, like I said. So I just was writing down like episode titles, figuring out what content was going to be in each area and stuff like that. And it's one of those ones with longer chapters that I really like. So it's going to have some longer, some shorter chapters, but they're pretty long chapters for the most part. And I'm really excited about it, especially because of all the chapter names that I've got so far. And I don't want to give anything away by giving you guys any of the chapter names and stuff. But, so the first season or whatever is, the first few chapters at least, is about Shane's brother, who just graduated college, getting a job like away. He is an archaeologist, so he goes away to like dig up, dinosaur bones or whatever, and that's what they do, right? I'm not completely wrong about that, but anyway, he goes and digs up dinosaur bones and stuff. So he gets offered a job right before he graduates college, in the first episode, that he gets offered a job that he can go and do right after he's done with college. So his family so the first few episodes is about his family like getting used to the idea that he's gonna be gone away for a while. Like he's gonna be leaving right after college, and then he's gonna go away for a while, and he's gonna be gone for a while, like digging up dinosaur bones and shit. I don't know what else archaeologists do. I have to do a bit of research. But anyway, and a lot of it revolves around the oldest brother's job as an archaeologist, and there's this one where I need to stop starting sentences where that I need to stop starting sentences with there was this part where and then ending it with spoiler alert. I don't want to tell you guys. So I'm not gonna say a lot about that one, except that it's just like a slice of life book about the relationships of Shane and her brothers and her mom and her dad, and then there was all this she has a dad. I do have books where my characters have dads, despite what you guys may think, because I complain about my problems with my dad. So you guys probably think, well, she's not going to put a dad character into a book. No, I have dad characters in my books. In fact, one of the characters that I just told you guys about, Sophie from the book Best Friends, she has only her dad, and that's it. She just has a dad. That's her whole family. Well, until she meets Katie, then Katie becomes her family. And Katie's family also becomes her family. And Katie has 3 brothers. And her mom and her dad. And one of her cousins lives with her after her parents are found to be abusive. But that's more spoilers. And anyway, I can't remember what the book is called, and I don't have the notebook here because I didn't bring it with me this weekend because I didn't plan to work on that project this weekend. So I don't remember what it's called, but it's also a lot about it might just be called Family or something basic like that. I don't know. But I don't think it is. But anyway, it's and also Shane gets her dream realized and becomes a writer when she's really young, and a lot of it revolves around her writing career, and she starts doing movies and shows too. There's an episode where she gets her own movie studio. It's crazy. There's a lot going on with her, and a lot of it is also about her family history because a lot of secrets come up about her family history. So there's some stuff in there. I'm not going to tell you guys any of it because I don't want you guys to know because that's spoiler territory. But yeah, I don't want you guys to know, so I'm not going to tell you guys. But it's really good, and there's a lot of cool stuff in there, in my opinion, at least. In my opinion. And it's not in my opinion, all of my writing is good. I can tell when I've made a mistake. I can be okay, I messed up there. I shouldn't have put that in. Or I can recognize when I need to, drop a series. I told you guys before. I told you guys a few minutes ago about the series. I'm trying to figure out how to write with keeping all the stuff I like about it and dropping all the stuff I don't like about it and trying to fix it, and maybe I'll turn it into another series, or maybe I'll put it all into just one book and it'll be a thing. I've had a lot of different ideas. A few of them came from my dreams, and a few of them just came from my imagination, but I'm trying to figure it out. There's a lot of stuff I really like about this project. And I think as far as that goes, I think that's the extent of the projects I can think of right now. Hang on. I want to see something. Because I had a bunch of I had a little thing about my 2018 projects. So I'm just gonna see if it's still there. Because on the archive where I post all my work, it's called Banging with Our Mom. And the reason it's called that is because you guys know about the Big Bang Theory, right? You guys know what's going on. Wait. Oh. Okay, it was actually kind of it was actually started in 2019. You know what? It was started in 2019 on December 19th, so there's that. Um, Joshua Harkin, Amber Harkin, Connor Harkin, Dylan Harkin, Declan Harkin, Shane Harkin, yes, the girl is named Shane, Maggie Snowden, Raquel Harris, Aiden Samuels, Jamie Collins, Ashlyn Downey, love her, Dakota, Nikki, Alex, Millie, Kat, Sebastian, Kat. Those are the cats. Those are like some of the names of the characters. They have a really um, and yeah, one of the characters is gay. There's that too. Hang on, because I was actually looking for something specific, but then I came across that, and I forgot that I actually uploaded a little bit of it. It's an unfinished chapter. There's only like 4 lines posted, and most of them are about the episodes that's in that season. So, and then of course, we have In the Heart of Darkness. Oh my gosh, I love that one. That's the one I'm hoping to publish at some point. Oh, okay, here we go. Wait, damn it, I pressed the wrong thing. Okay, preview of my 2018 project. Are you kidding? Come on, that's enough. Why do I keep clicking the wrong thing? This is stupid. Okay, finally. Because I wrote about a bunch of 2018 projects that I wanted to start, and then I didn't end up starting any of them. Oh, and I'm doing a season 4 of the Santa Clarita Diet, because guess what? It got canceled. Yeah, it got canceled. So I'm doing season 4 of the Santa Clarita Diet, and, spoiler territory, so if you don't want to hear this, if you haven't seen the Santa Clarita Diet yet, then don't watch this part. Just skip to this time, okay? But, okay, so there's a lot of cool stuff that happened in the Santa Clarita Diet, and I have to do this fast because I only have 4 minutes until I have to check in with my mom. So, okay, first of all, there's these people after Sheila because she's a zombie. That's the main point of the show. So there's these people after Sheila, and to get them off her back, her husband Joel had to sign up for the organization, and then he had to sacrifice his firstborn. Not sacrifice, I shouldn't say sacrifice, but basically make his firstborn like his heir, so if he ever couldn't work for the organization for some reason, his firstborn is going to have to take over, and guess what? That's Abby. And after a lot of negotiation, they finally decided that they were going to sign up. Joel was going to take the job so he could protect his wife, so he could throw him off her trail, and that Abby was gonna be the heir. And Abby's really excited about this. And I'm really excited about it too, because I wanted to see how it progressed. I wanted to see what happened. And guess what? At the end of the last episode, after season 3, Sheila has to bite Joel and turn him into a zombie because he's literally freaking dying. There's something going on here. Okay, I have no idea what just happened there. That was annoying. Anyway, the point is, he was dying, because Mr. Balllegs crawled into his mouth and was trying to choke him from the inside. So he was choking, and he couldn't get it out, and he was literally gonna die, so Sheila had to bite him, turn him into a freaking zombie, and there was that. So, and then they friggin' cancel it. And after my mom and I were done with the season, we were really excited to see what the next one would bring, but my mom had to go and jinx it by saying, what if it got canceled? And guess what? When I googled it like 5 seconds later, it did get canceled. So now we're never going to find out what happens. We're never going to find out what happens with Joel or Abby or Sheila, except you will, because I'm writing a fan fiction about it, and I'm doing this because I'm really excited about it. And I'm going crazy with like my arms and my voice right now. I'm getting really loud because I'm excited about this. I'm going to carry on the legacy. I'm really pissed off that it got canceled. Just like I'm really pissed off that Haters Back Off got canceled. I got to wipe off my computer screen. Haters Back Off also got canceled, and I'm really mad about that one because I loved it. It's all about Miranda Sings, who is one of my favorite YouTubers, and I love her so much. And then it got canceled after 2 seasons, and we're never going to find out what happens, except that you will, because once again, I'm writing a fanfiction, and I was all set to write a BoJack Horseman fanfiction about, after season 5, but then it got renewed for a season 6, so I was like, okay, I'll hold off on that, and now I don't know what to write about, because the season finale was like, Okay, not gonna say anything about that either. But anyway, I only have 1 minute until I have to check out with my mom, and I just finished talking about my Santa Clarita fanfiction, so I think this is a good time to stop. So this is only part 1. I'm probably gonna attach part 2 to the end of this, so it's all gonna be one big video. But I have to turn off my camera now and go check in with my mom to see if she wants to see a movie. And if she doesn't, then I'll come back and record part 2. But if she does, then I'll be back tomorrow to record the rest of this, and I gotta go right now, so I love you guys. Bye. Hey, I'm back, and I still look pretty dark. Wait, okay, that's a little better. So I didn't do a proper goodbye to you guys because I knew that I was gonna put these 2 parts together. I know this was instant for you guys, but for me, I just spent like 15 minutes heating up some pasta and putting on a video for myself and eating dinner. And I can't stop laughing because the video I put on was a Jazz Paul video. You know, Jazz Sidhu. Best friend of Derek Droid. I love Derek's videos, and I found his best friend Jazz Paul's channel through him, and I can't stop laughing because the video I put on was his newest video, Jazz Paul's, not Derek's. And you guys, he shaved his beard. I can't get. It's so weird. I'm gonna have to. I got so used to seeing him with his beard on, and I always thought he looked so cool with that beard. And now he doesn't have a beard anymore, and I'm kind of sad about it. And the video he's got is letting Derek Troy choose what I eat for 24 hours. So I'm guessing he's gonna die by the end of it. I didn't finish watching it. I only watched like 10 minutes of it because that's how long it took me to eat. And then I wanted to come right back and make the rest of this video for you guys. My mom's still making her chicken wings, so that means I get to come back and do part 2 of my writing project. Yay, I'm so happy about it. And I'm not just gonna be talking about the new writing projects that I'm doing. I'm gonna be talking about the writing projects that I'm coming back to as well. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I just have non-allergic rhinitis year-round, so allergy pills, and like it says in the name, it's literally non-allergic, so allergy pills don't help, and I can't really figure out what to do about it, so I just end up sniffling and all the time, and I just tell people it's allergies because it's easier to explain than non-allergic rhinitis and explaining what that actually is, even though that's what I was diagnosed with when I was at the allergy clinic. And anyway, I'm gonna go on to part 2 of my writing projects because I'm kind of bumming myself out a little bit with all my diagnoses. Like, I have IBS and lactose intolerance and allergic rhinitis, and I'm living with my brother and my life just sucks. Anyway, so moving on to my writing projects. So I actually have this thing that I posted a couple years ago that I was gonna start some writing projects. Okay. Well, I'm actually only like 6 minutes into the video. I didn't realize how little time it took me to sit and eat my pasta. But anyway, so I have this little thing that I wrote, about that I posted at the beginning of 2018, and they were gonna be my 2018 at the end of 2017 actually, that I was gonna use for my 2018 projects. And now it's 2 years later, and I'm just about to start most of these. Or all of them. I don't know. I haven't checked yet, but I'm going to see what I have in this area, and I'm trying to start all of them this year. All of them, at least, that are on this list. And then, of course, there's more stuff like. And then, of course, there's other stuff like I'm going to look at all my projects, and I'm sure there's other projects that I haven't even put down on paper yet that I'm planning to start this year. Like, there was this one called How I Met Your Marceline, which is based on How I Met Your Mother, except it's going to be with Adventure Time characters. I'm just going to put my phone away. I'm going to talk about this instead. like, no, well, not instead, but I'm gonna talk about this first before I go on to that list. But basically, it's with Adventure Time characters, and a coin flip is going to decide whether it's a Finn and Marceline love story or a Marshall and Marceline love story. I'm pretty sure I'm giving heads to Marshall. But this is really cool. All right, we're gonna see what I've got here. And yeah, this is just like a little reference thing for me because I don't remember all of them. And here is one that was supposed to come out a year ago, February 10th, 2018. That was supposed to be the release date of the book, and it's called A Night on the Apollo Ships, and it's actually one of the ones that I was more excited about. I can't remember why I stopped working on it. I guess I just got swamped with other projects and stuff. But yes, for those of you who are wondering, I do have like a bajillion projects going on at the same time. Hold on. Okay, on the archive page, I have... Okay, I don't know how many works I have because I can't see it right now, and to see it, I would have to go back from this list, but I'm not going to because I'm looking at it right now, so we're gonna go back to that in a second. Night on the Apollo Ships. So it's basically this fantasy world that I had a dream about, and I decided to turn it into a book. A lot of my books are based on dreams. Melanie goes with her best friend Miranda and Miranda's brother James to the Apollo ships to find her long-lost father. So that's where her dad ended up. So basically her dad was in the Apollo ships. I'm just going to put my phone away and add details as necessary. So basically the Apollo ships is something that her dad does, and only kids with Apollo blood, with true Apollo blood, can see the glowing sewer, which changes every few days, and Melanie is wondering why the sewers are glowing, and she thinks it's really weird, but she doesn't say anything about it because her mom thinks it's weird, and she doesn't want to seem crazy. And then it turns out that they actually take her to a place between heaven and hell, or not between that, between Earth and hell, called the Apollo ships, and it's this, like, universe. Like, it's not like it's really bad or anything. It's not like it's, like, worse than Earth a little bit, but a little bit better than hell. It's, like, this completely different... It's basically an alternate universe. And there's a lot of interesting stuff. Like, there's the other bad guys, I can't remember what their name is, and they're called the Gorgons, or I think they're called the Gorgons. That was the name I was going to use. That was the name that was in my dream, so that was the name that I wanted to use. But for a second, I can't remember if that's the name of the bad guys in, the, Guardians Guide to the Galaxy. Wait, Guardians, a Guide to the Galaxy, a Guide to the Universe, Guide to the Universe, Guide to the Galaxy. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Holy shit, I can't believe it took me that long to think of it. It's one of my favorite movies, and I can't remember the title. Actually, I haven't seen it in a while. I think it's been at least a year, probably a couple. Anyway, okay, second, Adventures in Space. And this one is based on a show that only a tiny, tiny, tiny percentage of people know about. It's even tinier than Dan Versus. That's how little known this show is. Like, I'm not even kidding. It's ridiculous. But all of the episodes are on YouTube, but for some reason no one knows about it. That's called Tripping the Rift, and I love it. Hang on. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Ha ha ha! This is my alien. This is the guy. This is Chode. Who's the main guy on Tripping the Rift. He's like the ship's captain or whatever. Okay, thanks, buddy. You can go back to your hole now. Anyway, so she runs away and she finds herself with Chode and the rest of the group. Alicia runs away from home and ends up on a spaceship with a bunch of aliens where she learns a lot about them and herself. That's basically it. That's basically whatever. I don't know, I'm not great at summaries always, but anyway, so it's based on all the characters of Tripping the Rift. It even has the bad guy from it, because he's stupid, and I like him. I don't know. I just really love that show. I don't know why, but I love it. I don't know. I'm weird, I guess. And no one knows about it, and for some reason, I love it. I don't know. No one knows about Dan Versus, and I love that too. There is like, there's almost no videos on YouTube about it, and nobody talks about it, so I can't wait to get to my reviews of it. Actually, I can wait. I'm not looking forward to starting to do real reviews where I have to use, like, actual clips from the shows and stuff. I don't know how people do that. I don't know if they, like, record it online, or if they record it or if they have to rent it to record it, or if, I don't know where they get those clips. And I don't know how they edit it all together. I'm so confused, and I'm not looking forward to having to figure that out. I'm sure it'll be fun once I'm good at it. Okay, and that one was supposed to come out on November 5th, 2018. All of these were supposed to be my 2018 releases, and now it's 2 years later, and I haven't started any of them. Okay, as time goes by, and this was supposed to come out on July 1st, 2018. By the way, I've been watching a lot of those animated stories lately, like My Story Animated and Actually Happened, and a lot of the stories are obviously bullshit. And also, I just have to say, there is a girl in one of the videos that I just watched whose birthday is on July 13th, just like me. Yeah. Anyway, as time goes by, release date July 1st, 2018, and this one is supposed to be Adventure Time / South Park fanfiction. Butters is my favorite character. I already have a couple of fanfics out about him. And yes, I'm writing another one. When Butters turns 11, his parents send him to a boarding school where he tries to find out who he is. Maybe his roommate and the girl who lives in the next room can help him figure it out. And by the way, his roommate is Marshall from Adventure Time. And then the girl who lives in the next room, that's Marceline from Adventure Time. And they're twins, and they're both 11. And then there's also going to be a sequel where they're, like, in college and they decide to get an apartment together. Or instead of college, they decide to get an apartment together, and it's going to be about their adventures there and stuff. But in this one, Marshall and Marceline are both 11, and they're going to the boarding school, and they become best friends with Butters, and then later Marceline becomes his girlfriend in the sequel. Band Together. Oh, I completely forgot about Band Together. So it's basically about this girl's brother who starts a band. It's her older brother. Anyway, he starts a band, and he just tries to keep their relationship going, and it's mostly about their relationship and stuff. I love books about sibling relationships. I love writing them. I love reading them. I can't help it. It's just the most important relationship to me, probably because of how everything me and my brother have been through and everything that's happening now and just everything with me and my brother, and it's just a long, long time, and I'm so tired. But, I don't know. Sibling relationships are so... I write about them all the time, and I love reading about them all the time. They're the most important thing to me. I love Bart and Lisa's relationship in The Simpsons. So, it was supposed to be released on the 20th, February 20th of 2018. Obviously, that didn't happen. And the plot... The plot that I wrote is, this book examines 4 romantic relationships that start because of one band, as well as a brother and sister relationship that can never be broken. Bangin' with My Mom, release date June 21st, 2018. Obviously, that was the one I already told you guys about, but I'm just going to read you the plot from here. Plot. With everything going on in a family of 5, they have a lot of things they do together. One of them is watching TV, and The Big Bang Theory is one of their favorite shows. Haters Back Off, Season 3. Release date October 26th, 2018. And the reason I chose that release date is because I chose it very specifically. It was supposed to be in October because that's usually about when Season 1 and 2 of Haters Back Off came out. So I decided to put it in October too. So that's why I chose that date. Plot, a continuation of Haters Back Off because Netflix canceled it. And then there's an angry exclamation mark after that. This is what I think will happen next. This might be the only season that I will write for Haters Back Off. I might write an ending after the planned 8 episodes. Quick spoiler alert for Haters Back Off. skip to this timestamp if you don't want to have the show spoiled for you. I really recommend watching it if you haven't already. But basically, in the last episode, we saw Miranda and her family get kicked out of the house and have to move up to the attic because they were late for their rent and they were in trouble and they were going to be kicked out of the house, so they moved upstairs to their crawl-space attic. But in the season 3 that I'm writing, they're going to get found out. They're going to have the new couple who moves in putting boxes in the attic, and then they find Miranda and they get kicked out of the actual house and they have to go find a place to live. And also we saw Miranda on TV discovering that Colleen Ballinger was pretending to be the real her and that she just made up Miranda as a character, because you guys know in real life that Colleen Ballinger is the real one and Miranda's the made-up character, but in this show, Miranda is the real one and Colleen is the made-up one. So, I'm going to be dealing with that too. I'm really excited about that one. I just haven't started work. I'm really excited about all my projects. I just end up working on other ones and then saving other ones for another time, and I just happen to not start any of these ones yet. Okay. But every season had 8 episodes, so I was planning 8 episodes for the 3rd season too, and I was really excited about it, and then I didn't start it, and then I lost the pages that I already worked on, and they're still lost, and I don't know where they are, everything's packed away in boxes, and I don't know where most of my stuff is. It's all at my mom's friend's house, so I can't find it. I can't even look for it right now, so you guys are basically screwed until I move again, or until when I get my new roommate and get my mom to bring all the boxes over, and maybe I'll look through them then. But anyway, okay. I Am Death, all seasons. And another one of these, and this one too, is structured like a book. And this was supposed to come out in September 11th, 2018. Plot: a teenager gets into a car accident and is brought back as a Grim Reaper. She finds out a lot about herself and her friends by collecting bodies. It's another original work by me. Basically, the girl comes back as a Grim Reaper, and she ends up collecting bodies, and I don't want to say a whole lot about that, mainly because I don't know a whole lot about what I'm going to do with it, but, I mean, there's the main stuff, and, I'm sure there's more about it in the little sample that I put up, but I can't remember where I put it now. Okay, Living in Paradise, and this was supposed to come out July 8th, 2018. Plot: 2 young women end up in the good place and try to adjust to the afterlife. Spoilers for the real good place real quick. Go to this timestamp if you don't want it spoiled. But basically, in the good place, Eleanor doesn't actually belong in the good place, and she finds that out after. And then they find out later that it's not the real good place, but in my fanfic, it is the real good place. It's not really it's an original work, it just uses one of the places from a fanfiction, so I don't know if it's an original work or if it's a fanfiction. I guess it is, since I have Michael and Janet and stuff in there, but in the fanfiction, it's the actual good place, and they go to it, and they're really there for real, and it's just like, their life in the good place and stuff. So, alright, I think we're almost done. 2 young women end up in the good place and try to adjust to the afterlife. My dad is Andrew W.K., and there's a question mark and an exclamation mark. Release date March 25th, 2018. Plot: Alyssa. And this isn't when I'm gonna release the entire book. This is just when I'm going to release like the first chapter or whatever. Alyssa finds out that her dad is Andrew W.K. and has lots of new adventures. And there's actually more than that, but I don't want to say a whole lot. I feel like it's one of those things that if I start talking a little bit about it, then I'm going to continue talking about it, and I'm just going to give away spoilers. Road Tripping. Release date May 12th, 2018. Plot: a young woman with 2 children takes a road trip with a guy and finds true love. And by the way, her children are supposed to be Vanellope and Agnes from Despicable Me and Wreck-It Ralph. So she has the two girls, and Agnes is 4 and Vanellope is 9, just like in the movie. I think she's 4 in the movie, and then in the first movie she's 4, I think, and then Vanellope's 9 in the movie. So anyway, there's that, and anyway, the guy, and I called it road tripping because the name of the guy that she falls in love with is Trip. So I thought it was a funny like pun thing. Anyway, she has her two girls, and she ends up like picking up this guy because he needs a ride somewhere. And anyway, they end up driving the whole way together with their children, with the girls, and then they end up falling in love and they become a family. And then in the sequel, the father shows back up. I'm not kidding. He actually shows back up. That's the I don't need to give away a spoiler because that's not giving away spoilers. That's literally gonna be the plot of the book on the front page, so I don't need to give away shit. So it's not giving away anything. Through the Eyes of a Child, release date September 22nd, 2018. Plot, a massive South Park fanfiction. That's all I can think to say about it right now. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna still do that or not. I don't know what I was planning to do with that, but I don't know. I think I was planning to talk about like Butter's relationship with his parents and how he gets away from it, but I already have a couple of stories about that. And then of course we've got I think it was Clyde and Craig. Or not, no, Craig and Tweak. Craig and Tweak, that was them. Their romantic relationship, talking about Eric Cartman's, all his issues and stuff. I don't know, I think there was some other stuff too. Stan and Wendy's relationship, maybe. Not much to say about that. I always found it a little bit bland. Like, I never was a huge fan of their relationship. I always found it kind of bland, to be honest. I don't know. I don't know what I was planning to do with that, but I do know that I'm not sure that I'm still going to write it. Fine, some of my summaries are really shitty. I don't have enough energy left in me to care. It's too late and I'm too stressed. I also have a lot of other shit to do to get ready for 2018, so this is the reason I'm leaving it for now. I'll write some better summaries when I get to the actual book. Bye! Happy holidays, and I'll see you guys in 2018. And I did, but I mostly updated old books, and I didn't start anything new that was on this list anyway. So that was my author's note after the book, by the way. That wasn't the thing that I was actually saying. Alright, I think it's time to talk about the stuff that I'm going to be getting back to. I just pressed the wrong button again. Okay, I found out how many works I have. I have 47 right now. Banging with Our Mom, In the Heart of Darkness. Okay, I definitely want to return to Banging with Our Mom. That's going to be really good. In the Heart of Darkness, book 1. I said that because there's going to be 3 books, and it says regular updates, and there are indeed regular updates. My last one was a few weeks ago. I was hoping for another chapter, but then, my brother didn't move out, and a whole bunch of other shit happened, and he went into my room, and I just don't feel like repeating it. And I just didn't feel like doing another update, so I didn't, and I now realize that I should have changed the NEU, but I forgot, so I'm just gonna leave it for now, and I'll try and do it tomorrow. And the Heart of Darkness book 1 regular updates. Okay. Preview of my 2018 projects. I really need to just save that to a WordPad file and just delete it because it doesn't have anything in it. It doesn't have literally anything in it, and there's nothing in it about, like, I was gonna post them and then I didn't post them and it's just sitting there for no reason, and I'm afraid it might get deleted, and I'm afraid that it's gonna get deleted and I'm not gonna have saved it to a WordPad file. You know what? I'll make it a point to do that tomorrow. Perfectly Imperfect, all seasons, regular updates. That one does not have regular updates, no matter how many times I write that. It does not have regular updates. I haven't made an update in months. Dating the Devil on hiatus until 2018. Most of these say on hiatus until 2018. Hey guys, this is a really scary book, so now's your chance to leave. Also, don't let your kids read this. It's rated high for a reason. Anyway, if you want a really scary book, this is a good one. Hope you enjoy. That one is actually based on a parody by Bart Baker. He made a blank space parody that I really love about and the parody is basically about how Taylor Swift is the devil, and then she tells her boyfriend, and it's hilarious. And I actually made up a book like that because, my mom was in that situation, and then there was that parody by Bart Baker, and so it's kind of a mashup of those two. Although I don't know if I'm going to continue it or not. I might delete it. Meet While the Show. Okay, I need to delete that one. It comes from Aqua Teen Hunger Force, but I didn't think of anything to do with it. I was going to update it. And then I didn't know what to do with it. I have nothing to do with it. I don't know. I need to focus on my other Aqua Teen Hunger Force fanfiction. The one that I'm really into and that I'm really thought of a lot to do with. Okay. The creator on hiatus until 2018. Jackie loves to write, but when she gets a special notebook for her 15th birthday, her 3 main characters come to life. Getting them back in the book would be easy if it weren't for Sam. Lizzie/Sam, Lizzie Jameson, Trip Jameson, Felix Jameson, Jackie Ryder, Aaron Ryder, Sam Harling, Julia Blake Melody mentioned. Family Feels, Drama and Romance. Okay, this is just all my characters and my tags and stuff. So I'm getting back to this one. I'm hoping to return to that one this year. I would like to return to it in late February, early March. But I have to actually write something for it. I haven't even started I started chapter 1, so I should post chapter 1 sometime in March. Just so you know, I'm going to leave the link down below to my entire archive page so you guys can go look at these books and see them for yourself. Only Love on hiatus. Oh, okay. This has no plot. There's no plot that I wrote there, but it's just about this girl who falls in love with someone. Nicole, Cameron, Scotty, Chelsea, Goose, Nicole. Okay, yeah, she falls in love with someone, and it's kind of a love triangle sort of thing. Yeah, it even says it in one of the tags. In one of the tags, it says love triangles, protective siblings, sibling love. It's about the siblings too, like Nicole and I can't remember her brother's name. Oh, Noah Pierce. Okay, he's in the characters list. Noah Pierce, Nicole Pierce, yeah. Nicole Pierce, Noah Pierce. Okay, so Nicole and Noah are twins. Anyway, On the Wings of Friendship, on hiatus until 2018. Yeah, it's basically just No Somewhere Yet. It's just all about the ponies in Ponyville, and there's going to be a lot of stuff about. I don't even remember what I posted in that book. It says there's 269 words, but I don't think I posted that much content. I don't remember posting that content. A birthday present for my grandfather. Oh, yeah, you guys should read that one. It's fiction because I don't actually know the story of how my grandparents met, but I wrote it for my grandfather for his birthday a few years ago. 2017. Confessions. Oh, that one's funny. That one originally started out on Wattpad, and then I posted it here. The Multiverse Theory. Oh, okay. This is the Multiverse Theory. Every marble is a different universe, and our universe is a marble. There are millions of different universes. 2 friends, 21-year-old Ethan and 21-year-old Leigh, and their 11-year-old adopted daughter Vanellope like to discuss alternate universes. This is some of what happens in those alternate universes. Each chapter is a different universe. Enjoy. I might delete that one because it might be kind of too sad to look at now that Emo and I aren't friends anymore. Okay. Testing the Limits on hiatus until 2018. Guess what's that? It's a fresh new Wreck-It Ralph fanfiction. Oh, yeah, okay. The other Sugar Rush racers are in here too, but their names are changed. Okay. Oh, okay, so it's about the girl who adopts Swizzle, and then he makes friends with all the other Sugar Rush racers, and their names are changed anyway. And they have stuff too. And Ralph is just like a boy in high school, and then there's Vanellope, and there's a bunch of them. But it's mostly a lot about how Swizzle, adapts to being adopted and stuff, and adapts to his new life and his new friends and his new mom. I can wait until on hiatus until 2018. It doesn't have like a description or anything of the plot, but because I didn't post one, but it's another romance fanfiction that I really love about waiting until Prince Charming comes. The Man Rules. Oh yeah, that one also started out on Wattpad, and then I posted it here, and it's finished. The Boyfriend Test on hiatus until 2018. Right. Okay. I need to. Alright, it has 3 out of 130 chapters. I need to post chapter 4 at some point. Okay. It's only like 300 words or less per chapter. There's only 896 words right now and 3 chapters. So, starting in chapter 4, it's going to be a lot longer. Dare to Dream on hiatus until 2018. It's about 4 best friends, and that's all that I remember. It's just about 4 best friends and all the ups and downs they go through in their last year of high school and stuff like that. The Dick Show Christmas Special number 11. Finished that one. It's kind of a long story, working title. Oh, okay, this is a Smosh fanfiction. It's kind of a long story, and that's the working title, but I think I'm probably going to keep it. At 17 years old, Anthony and Ian went to a party. Anthony had a one-night stand. Now, almost 6 years later, he's going to discover he has a daughter, and now Anthony has just one question: will he be a good parent? Okay, there's that. Oh my gosh, there's only 2018 words. There's literally 2018 words, and it was on hiatus until 2018. Coincidence? I think not. Pieces of Me. Oh, this is about Butters. Okay, 21-year-old Alexis McCarthy wants to do something that she's passionate about, and she's always wanted to be a mom, so she decides to adopt a little boy named Butters, and everyone has to adjust. The only South Park character in this is Butters, and if there are any changes, I'll let you guys know. Enjoy. And I only posted 4 chapters right now, and I don't think the 4th one is even finished, but it has 3,754 words, so there's that. Okay, I'm on page 2 now. A Living Nightmare. It's a short story I wrote for a contest a little while ago. Like, there's nothing left for that. Okay, it was posted on April 27th, 2017. Despicable Us on hiatus until 2018. This book takes place right after the first Despicable Me movie and chronicles the 2 years between the first movie and the second movie. That's how much time I think has passed. And that's, if I remember correctly, that's how much time passed between the release of the first movie and the release of the second movie. So it's just all about the girls and, the girls' ages: Margot 9, Edith 6, Agnes 3. Okay. New World. Oh, okay, this is one that I did a long time ago. I think it's dumb, but I posted it anyway. Okay, my autobiography is just like a project I did for school that I decided to post. You can read it if you want, but it's not one of my favorites. Although it is about me, so you might learn some stuff about me that you didn't know before. And I didn't put that I have autism in there because I didn't realize that I had autism at the time that I posted it. Okay, life's funny that way. Oh, okay. Leigh and Ashlyn have always been best friends. They even share a birthday. Everything is going great until Leigh's life is forever changed by 3 life-changing words. Okay. Nicknames. It's another Butters story. Butters has had a very hard time in his 6 years of life. Finally, someone hears a ruckus next door one night and calls the police. Butters can finally have a fresh start. In this one, he's 6. He's aged down a bit. My Future Self and Me. Based off the South Park episode of the same name, after 12-year-old Logan Green writes a letter to her future self. Her future self comes to help her figure some things out, and to tell the truth, Logan needs her. Hang on. She has, I think, 7 or 8 brothers in this one. Okay. Logan Green, Harrison Green. Logan Green is the girl, yes. I love boys' names for girls. I just have to say that right now. Sorry this is such a long video. You know what? No, sorry, not sorry. I like that this is long. Okay, Logan Green is the girl. Harrison Green is her younger brother. Well, her youngest brother, really, her 6-year-old brother. Dylan Green, Justin Green, Trevor Green, Tyler Green, Patrick Green, Caden Green. Those are all her brothers. And then you have Joshua Green, Josh, who's Also her brother. Oh, wait, I missed him. Thomas Green, who's the dad, Sierra Green, the mom, Lindsay Collins, Landon Jefferson, Evan Jefferson, Blake Jefferson, Finn McKinley, Logan's future self, other additional tags to be added. Okay. The Date Show Breaking Away, that one's finished. Crazy on the Outside, on hiatus until 2018. This is one of the ones I'm really excited to get back to. Jackie and Chloe have been trapped inside a building for their whole lives, having never seen the outside world, along with many other kids, having been told by the adults that run the building that the outside world is extremely dangerous. Most of them believe it, but Chloe sees things from a different view. When Jackie and Chloe decide to escape so Chloe can find her parents, they venture out into the real world. How will they deal with being outside for the first time? How will they find Chloe's parents, and how will they help their new friends deal with their problems? It's basically like my life, but I altered a few things. Like, she's actually literally trapped inside the building. I tell her that the outside world is dangerous. They control what she eats. And, by the way, I do not recommend that you guys eat oatmeal 3 times a day and nothing else. It's not good for you. Don't eat it. Don't eat just oatmeal, please. Okay, Friends Until the End. Oh, this is a Family Guy fanfiction. When Riley moves in, it's not only her life that's changed, but the entire neighborhood. Okay, I didn't add any relationship tags or character tags or additional tags because I was super tired. Toon Amazing Race. Oh, okay, this is an idea that I got from a guy called Just Sonic. You just take a bunch of characters from a bunch of different shows and you pair them up, and it's the Amazing Race, except you have to use cartoons and their characters. So, I got some cartoons. Alright. Being Junie B. Jones, on hiatus until 2018. And this is the one that I got a lot of praise on. It's about Junie B. Jones. It's about her being 14 and trying to navigate her teenage years and stuff. And nothing is ever easy, is it? Not when you're Junie B. Jones, anyway. Junie B. Jones is now a teenager, and nobody ever told her it would be so hard. Her brother drives her crazy, there's responsibilities to take on, relationships are suddenly complicated, and everything has rules. Okay. And I have an almost 3,000 words first chapter that ends with her mother telling the family some big news. Everyone wants to see how it's gonna end, and I haven't updated in like 3 years. Almost 3 years. I updated it in April 2017. World of Hurt. It's another, it's an Aqua Teen Hunger Force fanfiction, which is the one that I said I wanted to focus on, other than the other one that I posted that I'm gonna delete probably. Okay. When Sky and her family, including her mischievous sister, move to New Jersey so her mother can claim her dream job, she thinks she's going to hate it, but then she meets her next door neighbors and everything changes for both families forever. And it's only book 1, part 1. You can do series and stuff. So I already posted 4 chapters, 4 out of 68 chapters. I still have to post the rest of it, and I'm really excited to do it. It's just all about how she affects the life of Meatwad mostly. And then, there's other stuff like her sister. She starts to lose her relationship with her sister because, she kind of starts acting like Master Shake. And then there's that whole thing. And This Is Us. When Rebecca's parents move her family out to the tiny town of Almont, she thinks it's going to stink until she meets somebody. And I'm not telling any of you who that somebody is. And there's already a 5,690 word first chapter. 1 out of 45 chapters posted. The Pain of Love. I'm probably going to delete that one too. I would prefer it if you guys didn't read it. It's from a phase of my life that I no longer have. I'm no longer in that phase anymore. It was just a thing that I did a long time ago that I don't do anymore. I might even have deleted it by the time I post it. You know what? I'm going to edit it. Hang on. I'm going to see if I can delete it now. Are you sure you want to delete this work? Yes, please. Okay. Yeah, it was from a... Alright, I just deleted it. It was from a phase of my life that I really don't like anymore, that just makes me uncomfortable looking back on it, so I'm just... I deleted the story, and I'm done with that part of my life. That's over. Okay. It was deleted. Yes, I know that, and I'm happy about it. Oh no. Okay, I'm back at page 1. Hang on. I gotta get back to the page that I was on. Life's funny that way, crazy on the outside. Okay. Oh, taking on life. It's about this kid who ends up taking care of his little sister after their parents are killed in a car crash, and it's just about like their relationship. Like I always say, sibling relationships are super awesome, and 1 out of 55 chapters, 4,739 words. So I already posted the first chapter. Lucky. This is based on the meme of Bad Luck Brian, which was around a long time ago, and I I fell into that trap, but I made a story about it. Brian thinks all he has is bad luck, but then he meets Mackenzie and everything changes. And I already posted an 881 word first chapter, 1 out of 30 chapters. With Love, a Friend's fanfiction, 1 out of 300 chapters, yes. My first Friends fanfiction, it's going to be a long one. It centers around the main six's romantic relationships, but there's lots of other stuff too. I hope you guys enjoy reading this as much as I enjoyed writing it. Not much more to say. Read and review where Brad will break your heart, my OC. Rating subject to change. TV 14, which I'm pretty sure is the same one that it is the same rating that it has on Netflix right now. I know you guys are really bummed out that it was deleted on US Netflix, but I have some good news. It's still on Canadian Netflix. Oh shit. I didn't say it was good news for you guys. So you guys in the US no longer have it on Netflix, and we do. So haha, we finally have something you don't. And you guys can be like in response, we have President Trump. Yeah, well, we have Ford. Okay, you guys win in that field. Anyway, okay, so basically, this new girl moves in named Storm, and yeah, she gets together with Joey. I wanted to give Joey a love interest. I was sad that he was the only one that ended the show not liking it. I actually always really liked Rachel and Joey together. Like, they were really good for each other, and just Ross and Rachel kind of brought out the worst in each other. They were never that great for each other, and I wasn't really a fan of them together. I mean, I'm glad that they got back together at the end. I like it, and hopefully they'll work it out so they can actually be adults instead of being super petty, instead of being all like, we want a break! You fell asleep, it was 18 pages long, blah, 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 this. You're just fighting like stupid kids anyway. Oh, Dan vs. Popetown. This was one of the ones that I wanted. So there's a little-known show, littler known than Dan vs. and less episodes, too. There's only like a few episodes in existence, and I've seen them because I have access to Kiss Cartoon, which I watched the episodes, and I really liked them, and I started watching the first episode, and then I never continued with the series. But there are only a few episodes in existence, and I found them, and they're on Kiss Cartoon if you guys want to watch them. And Popetown is this cute, funny little show, and I just love it. Anyway, in this one, Dan ends up in Popetown and tries to get elected mayor with the help of a funny little pope that acts like a 7-year-old. Meanwhile, Dan's friends try to get him back. The only Popetown fanfiction you'll probably find anywhere. They only made 10 episodes. It was banned from British TV. I heard about it from a friend. They have a Popetown wiki, which is weird because of the small number of episodes that were produced. I'm not going to go on about it. You guys can go look at it and find out more about the show. I'm going to say that here too. Go look at the wiki if you want to know more. I'm not going to go on about it, even though I like going on about stuff, and you guys know that. Oh, and in this book, the Pope has a name. It's Ben. I think that suits him. Okay, in 158 words, chapters, 1 out of 118. So, I wasn't finished with the first chapter, by the way. It's not just 150 word chapter, so. Okay. Another book that is finished. I'm not going to talk about the books that are finished. You guys can read them if you want, alright? Look at my works, look at all of them, look at none of them, but I would prefer it if you guys looked at them. It's still in its beta phase. Oh, family first. Okay. This book is about you and the Gru family's life with the plot device that Lucy gets pregnant. Each girl has their own section and many adventures I've had. 2,079 words. Chapters 1 out of 52. Okay, so, 50, there's 52 weeks in a year, and then every girl, and then 52 divided by 4, so every girl has their own section. So every girl has their own section with a certain number of episodes, and then there's 3 of them, and then there's one for Margot, one for Edith, one for Agnes, and then there's one for all of them. And hopefully the baby won't just be a plot device. It'll be an actual baby. It's for an entire year, so I'm going to write about the baby. So I'm going to write about the first month or 2 of the baby's life as well, and I want to make it really good. I want to make it like an actual baby. Oh, okay. Love you, kiddo. When 25-year-old Jamie discovers she cannot bear children, she ends up going to an adoption center and settles in for the longest 8 years of her life. So it's just about her, trying to get adopted, and then there's all this other stuff that happens to her and her family, and autism, stress relief, adoption, work in progress, workplace relationship, blah, 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 blah. It's just about her life and stuff. It's another slice of life story. I can't help it. I really love doing those. Okay, another finished work. Oh, Daughter of the Night. I love this one. Okay. Riala decides to stop working for Wiseman and reevaluate some things in his life. On a whim, he adopts a little girl, but there's just one little problem. He has no idea how to be a father. 2,046 words, chapters, 2 out of question mark. I didn't pick a number of chapters yet, but it's probably going to be over 100. Anyway, so that's what it's about. It's based on Knights, the video games and stuff. I don't know if there's more. I know they're video games, but I don't know anything about them really. Forgiveness, Screaming, and then Silence. It's the end of Llamas with Hats, and Carl survives and makes best friends with a girl. Never a Dull Moment. It's about Max and Kira are raising 6 kids, which comes with its own set of challenges, but being parents is the hardest job you'll ever love, and nothing could be better than watching their babies grow up. This was kind of based on the Fosters before I watched the Fosters, and I named the book after the Family Channel's old motto, Never a Dull Moment. I love that motto, so I named my book after it, and yeah, this was before I watched The Fosters for the first time. But after I watched The Fosters, I made a fan fiction that's more like The Fosters, and I love that. And I'm gonna start working on that one. I don't know, probably this year, I'm hoping. I can't remember exactly everything about it, so I can't really put that many details, but I didn't write it down anywhere. So, there's a lot of good stuff in this. So I'm really looking forward to this. And I am hopeful that this is going to be. And, alright, that is the last of it. Oh my gosh. Just part 2 of this has gone on for over 45 minutes. Okay, I have done so much recording today, and I am so ready to watch a movie with my mom. And I would really like to just turn the camera off for a while. I love recording videos for you guys, you have no idea. And this has been really great, and I'm really glad that I got to talk about my writing projects. And I could go on about them for hours, but me and my mom really want to see a movie, so I need to go now. And if you guys want, I will come back and I will talk about my writing projects in more detail when I post more, or I will talk about the detail of each chapter that I've already posted or something. If you guys want that, just tell me, like, if you want details about every chapter that I posted or something like that, or if you want me to read the chapters that I've already posted or something, or if you want more detail about my books in general, or if you want to hear about more works that I'm hopefully starting this year, then just give this video a thumbs up and tell me what you want me to do. Do you want me to do all of it? Do you want me to do just specific ones? Let me know, and I'm gonna delete a couple of my works, especially Meet What the Show, because I have nowhere to go with that, and I have literally nothing. I don't know how to make a proper thing in I don't know how to make a proper show in the Aqua Teen Hunger Force universe. I'm as bad at it I'm as bad at it as I was when I was 11. Me and my brother tried to make our own Aqua Teen Hunger Force episodes. We didn't really do it on video. We just wrote it on paper, and we were pretty bad at it, but we enjoyed it. So, alright, I'm really done at this point because it's been almost 50 minutes. I love each and every one of you guys. Please don't forget to always be yourselves. And I'm gonna go now. Vanellope signing out, okay? I will be back, and I'll be back tomorrow probably to read more stuff and to give you guys more content. I love you guys. Bye.